Good morning. That first meal of your day, the one you've probably been eating for years, may actually be working against you, not just for your waistline, but where it matters most as a man. Every morning, millions of seniors pour themselves a bowl of cereal or slide a piece of toast into the toaster, thinking they're making a smart, healthy choice. But here's the truth most men never hear. What you eat at breakfast could be quietly sabotaging your blood vessels, your circulation, and even the muscle strength that fuels your performance and confidence below the belt. Yes, even that harmless toast or bowl of flakes might be setting you up for sluggish energy, weaker erections, or even that unsettling numbness you try to brush off. Most guys blame these problems on getting older. But your age isn't the real villain. The culprit is sitting right there on your breakfast plate. I'm Dr. Natalie Brooks, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping men stay strong, vital, and confident at every stage of life. I've worked with thousands of men who thought decline was inevitable until they discovered a few simple, natural fixes hiding right in their own kitchens. And what we found together was more hopeful than any pill, procedure, or quick fix. Because your body wants to support blood flow. It wants to preserve your intimate strength. It wants to keep your confidence steady. But to do that, it needs the right fuel. And here's the exciting part. That fuel doesn't come from a prescription bottle. It comes from 5 surprisingly simple breakfast foods, each backed by science, that can support healthy circulation, strengthen your pelvic muscles, and restore confidence without risky side effects. One of these food combos even helps some men feel the difference in less than a week. And chances are you already have it in your fridge right now. So stick around because I'm about to share what these foods are, how to use them, and why they could completely transform your morning routine and your circulation down there. Before we dive in, make sure you tap subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss future senior health tips like this. And if what I'm about to share speaks to your situation, type a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0. I read every single one because I want to know what's really going on with you. All right, let's get started with the first morning food that can transform your circulation and keep you steady, strong, and confident. Fresh spinach, whether tossed into a smoothie, an omelet, or even a side salad, is far more than just muscle food. It's one of the most powerful natural boosters for blood flow, especially to the pelvic region. Here's why. Spinach is loaded with dietary nitrates. These are natural compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and opens your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely everywhere, including where you need it most. But here's the problem. As men get older, the body's ability to produce nitric oxide naturally starts to drop. And when nitric oxide levels fall, circulation suffers. That's when you may notice fatigue, heavy legs, weaker performance, or even numbness down there. One serving of spinach delivers a remarkable 845 milligrams of nitrates, more than almost any other vegetable in the grocery store. It directly fuels what's called the nitrate-nitrite-nitric oxide pathway. That's a backup system your body can rely on even if your main nitric oxide production slows with age. Translation: spinach is like flipping a switch that tells your blood vessels to relax, open up, and let blood flow smoothly to every corner of your body, including your pelvic arteries. Clinical data backs this up. The Journal of the American Heart Association reported that spinach improves flow-mediated dilation, a key measure of how well your arteries expand. Other studies show it lowers blood pressure within hours, enhancing circulation both in your heart and in the pelvic region. Why eat it in the morning? Because nitric oxide levels peak 2 to 3 hours after eating spinach, giving you a steady window of improved circulation right when you need energy and stamina for the day. Peter had been dragging through mornings for months. Tired legs, dull groin soreness, and that quiet frustration men know too well. He thought it was just aging, but when we looked closer, his diet was the issue. He was living on cereal and toast every morning, starving his circulation of nitrates. When he swapped in a spinach-based smoothie with some banana and Greek yogurt, things changed. Within 3 weeks, he told me he felt lighter, more energized, and, his words, not mine, alive again down there. Spinach is affordable, drug-free, and one of the easiest foods to add to your breakfast routine. It works in harmony with your body's natural nitric oxide system. And the best part? It doesn't just protect your circulation, it can restore your confidence. Now, let's move to a creamy, delicious favorite: Greek yogurt paired with antioxidant-rich berries. This combo may sound simple, but it works on multiple fronts to supercharge your circulation. Here's the science. Your gut health plays a surprisingly big role in blood flow. Nearly 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When gut balance is off, it creates low-level inflammation that damages blood vessels and slows circulation. Greek yogurt delivers live probiotics, friendly bacteria that calm gut inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and even enhance nitric oxide production. That means foods like spinach or beets actually work better when your gut is supported. Berries, meanwhile, are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful plant pigments that lower blood pressure, improve vessel flexibility, and protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. They also deliver vitamin C, which boosts nitric oxide activity even further. Think of it as a 1-2 punch. Yogurt restores your gut, while berries shield your blood vessels. The Journal of the American Heart Association reported that men who ate yogurt regularly had a 21% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Meanwhile, anthocyanins from berries cut the risk of high blood pressure by up to 8%. Samuel used to tell me, "Doc, it feels like my legs turn into concrete by lunchtime." He'd start the day okay, but by afternoon, he was dragging. I suggested a simple swap. Instead of buttered toast, try a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with blueberries. 2 weeks later, he called back practically beaming. "I don't know what's in those little blue guys, but I feel 10 years younger." His afternoon crashes vanished, his legs felt lighter, and he even noticed his grandkids stopped outrunning him at the park. A bowl of yogurt with berries might seem small, but every spoonful works on multiple levels: calming inflammation, fueling nitric oxide, keeping vessels flexible, and giving you the reliable energy you need. Next up is a food most people only think of as fancy guacamole: avocado. But make no mistake, avocado is a green powerhouse when it comes to blood flow and energy. Avocado is loaded with monounsaturated fats and potassium, nutrients that keep your arteries flexible, support nitric oxide availability, and fuel strong circulation. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating avocado just twice a week cut the risk of cardiovascular disease by 16%. That means avocado supports the same vascular pathways as certain prescription medications, but naturally and without side effects. Leonard rolled his eyes when I first suggested adding avocado to his breakfast. "Overpriced green butter," he called it, but he gave it a try, just half an avocado on whole grain toast with lemon. 2 weeks later, he admitted with a grin, "Doc, I think that green stuff is working." Energy steadier and even his mood brighter. Because circulation doesn't just affect your body, it affects your confidence too. Avocado works best in the morning because its healthy fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, more efficiently. Pair it with fruit like oranges or berries, and you supercharge the effect, since vitamin C improves how your body uses those nutrients. Consistency is key. A simple half avocado each morning can rebuild circulation day by day, restoring strength and confidence without you even realizing it. Yes, you heard me right. Dark chocolate for breakfast. But before you run to the candy aisle, let me be clear. We're talking about high cacao, 70% or more, dark chocolate, not sugar-loaded candy bars. Dark chocolate is rich in flavanols, plant compounds that relax blood vessels, improve nitric oxide, and boost circulation. Some studies show flavanols perform as well, or better, than certain traditional treatments for circulation. Why in the morning? Because after a night's sleep, your body's antioxidant defenses are at their lowest. A square or two of dark chocolate helps restore nitric oxide levels quickly, priming your circulation for the day. Harold described his mornings as stuck in first gear. He felt stiff, heavy, and sluggish every day. I told him to try something unexpected: 1 or 2 squares of dark chocolate with his morning coffee. A week later, he called, laughing, "Doc, I don't know if it's the chocolate or the coffee, but I feel sharper and more alive." Even his circulation down there seemed to wake up. Chocolate doesn't just feel indulgent, it's a strategic tool. A small piece in the morning builds blood vessel flexibility, boosts energy, and supports confidence naturally. Last but not least, pomegranate. Known since ancient times as the fruit of kings, pomegranate is one of the most potent natural circulation boosters ever studied. Its seeds and juice are loaded with polyphenols, including elagitannins and anthocyanins, compounds that ignite nitric oxide production, keep vessels flexible, and protect nitric oxide from oxidative damage. In fact, research published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences showed that pomegranate can improve blood vessel diameter and flow within just 30 minutes to a few hours. Richard was plagued by cold hands, sluggish circulation, and draining fatigue. He added just 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice to his mornings. Within weeks, his energy surged, his hands warmed, and his doctor confirmed improved circulation on his follow-up labs. Whether you sprinkle the seeds on yogurt or sip the juice, pomegranate is like a royal reset button for your circulation, especially when made part of your morning ritual. Now here's where things get exciting. Each of these foods works on its own, but together, they create nutritional synergy. Think of it this way: 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 5. It equals 10. That's how powerful these foods are when combined. Here's the chain reaction. Probiotics in yogurt improve how your body absorbs nitrates from spinach. Vitamin C in berries boosts how well you absorb flavanols in dark chocolate. Healthy fats in avocado improve absorption of polyphenols in pomegranate. Antioxidants from chocolate, berries, and pomegranate shield nitric oxide from damage, keeping the whole system humming. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle of improved blood flow, stronger vessels, and steady energy. Thomas felt drained, cold, and defeated. But when he committed to a morning synergy plan, spinach smoothie with berries and yogurt, half an avocado on toast, 2 squares of dark chocolate with coffee, and a small glass of pomegranate juice, he was shocked. Just 10 days later, he said, "Doc, I feel a decade younger." His legs felt stronger, his energy soared, and his confidence returned in ways he hadn't felt in years. Wow. Here's the truth. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. These foods only work if you bring them to your breakfast table. So here's my challenge. Pick just one of these foods and add it to your breakfast tomorrow. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. That one small step builds momentum, and momentum builds transformation. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Will you regret not starting sooner? Or will you look back, grateful you chose to take control today? If this video spoke to you, hit like so it reaches other men who need this message. Share your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you most? What will you try first? Your story might inspire someone else who feels stuck. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Men Fitness for more honest, science-based health insights built around you, not hype. Because you're not too old, you're not too late, and you have more power than you think. One meal, one morning, one choice at a time. This is Dr. Natalie Brooks reminding you, your best years aren't behind you. They're ahead, waiting for you to claim them.